Iblis once sought to rule this world and created a great city in the middle of the desert. But Suleiman bin Dawud summoned all the jinn to rise against Iblis. Iblis was bound in a statue, and his mighty city was destroyed to make his tomb.
Okay, so that's actually relevant information that I wanted to make sure we covered, since we're here anyway. So, at this point I could try to kiss her, but frankly, she's kind of scary, so I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to say goodbye.
It's been a pleasure. I'm sorry we didn't converse at greater length.
I don't know why she sometimes thinks the conversation is too short and sometimes that it's just right.
Well, it depends on whether anything really important has been covered, I think.
Yeah, I think that's true, but I'm not sure. So I'm going to head back out into the desert and do some more grinding. This is gripping, exciting stuff.
Maybe you should go refill your water skin at the fountain first.
I've got 2 water skins.
Well, refill your water skins then. Yeah.
They're still mostly full.
Well,
the reason I was going through water so quickly is because I was using a lot of pills.
Yeah. Well, you never know.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to spend the rest of the day...
Stop fussing.
I think I'll spend the rest of the day climbing up and down that tree. Because climbing is so much fun. And then I'll come back and I will vandalize... Isher's shop because I don't like him because he is mean.
Because he wouldn't take your flowers?
He wouldn't take my flowers. I'm freaking nerve of
You're
him,
gonna
right?
expect me to be so mean in 4?
Yeah. Well, I wonder how many other people's shops you were gonna vandalize before.
Brigand, okay, let's see about this.
I wonder if
Possible
he'll
intent,
take
blah, blah,
flowers.
blah.
You don't have any more, unfortunately. You could try.
Your flowers are our life.
I happen to know this. Lupin Express.
It's amazing how some things don't actually become dated despite being old.
Yeah.
Take that, Brigand.
Close the cap.
Yeah. You don't want to be fighting brigands at long range.
The only person who might want to do that is a magic user.
Yeah.
This is because magic users want to fight everything at long range.
This is because magic users are useless when they are not
Ow.
long range.
Ow. Hey. Well, the enemies are kind of like magic users at short range. The difference is they're not quite as good as magic users at long range. Ow.
Have triumphed gloriously, as usual. So I'll flash my daggers.
How very indecent of you.
Oh, be quiet. 4 dinars and 43 cents. What is this?
Highway robbery.
Daylight robbery, I'd say.
Both.
No, there's no highway here.
Hello, Saurus.
Hello, you silly Saurus.
Hello, brave Saurus.
Bravely bold to Saurus.
Okay, which direction was I going? I forget.
You're going south.
If you whip out your handy dandy compass.
Oh god. Run away!
They'll tear us apart.
No, I said run away. You...
least in this game you can run away from monsters.
Yeah.
You want to run up.
I know, but
I think it's the third game where you can't really run from monsters without exploiting bugs.
you can run from most monsters in the third game.
Yeah, but the really annoying ones.
Hi, Dervish. Man, I had such a tough time here.
Yeah. You can avoid monsters if you sneak. Sometimes.
I'm gonna
Where's
take
your
a
stealth
little
down?
nap. How am I doing? Just generally. Oh, my weapon use went up 1 whole point there. And whoops, so did my honor. From giving people flowers. I don't know why giving people flowers is honorable.
Giving
This
people
is-
flowers is more honorable actually than giving people money, which is one of the interesting things about this.
Yeah. Well, flowers are worth money.
Yeah, but if you spend an equivalent amount of money on flowers or giving it to a beggar, the flowers are earning you more honor.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna climb up and down this tree for a while.
I wonder where. I wonder what Aziza does if you give her a huge number of flowers.
She puts them all in an appropriate place.
she has to run out of suitable places eventually.
Nope, she has infinite suitable places.
She just
She's-
camps them in.
A very powerful enchantress, you know.
Alright, magic.
The magic dimension of flowers.
Flowers you give her.
Probably sells them on the black market.
Uhura, meanwhile, has so much salad.
Good for her.
I wonder what kind of flowers actually make a good salad. I'm sure some do, but I don't actually know.
That's actually true. There are some that do.
They would also be sold in bouquets. That's a... You have to
That seems
kind of keep an eye on my stamina here.
Yeah, that would be sold in bouquets and grow in the desert.
Cactus blossoms. Of course, it's
Drink
completely...
cactus juice.
It'll quench you. Nothing quench you.
This desert, of course, we don't necessarily know what kind it's supposed to be, but it's a little inconsistent, I think, in having all this different kinds of foliage. Palm trees and saguaros and...
I don't,
I don't know if there's Saurus.
yeah, I don't
There
think
were
that's-
saguaros.
Where?
I don't remember, but there's at least one.
I don't see a whole lot of
King's Quest V has the same problem, because they live in fantasy desert where what lives there depends entirely on
You
what's
might also
convenient to
notice
plot.
forests in these sorts of games often have funky mixes of plants.
And very few animals that aren't magical.
Yeah. The occasional Roberta Williams fox.
Talking rat,
Are you making fun of my fox voice?
talking squirrel. Talking monkey.
Talking owl.
There are no talking mouse.
Talking birds.
Talking blues. Oh wait.
Jays.
How we doing? Four whole points! I am going to be a climbing master!
I got a 4!
In climbing. Isn't that incredible?
This is actually, bizarrely, the most tedious kind of grinding you can do in this game, and that's really weird to me because you'd think picking up rocks and throwing them would be more tedious than just clicking on the
The
same
tree
place
over
over
and
and
over
over again. But no, I really don't think it is.
At least in this game, you don't skin your knee every time you climb your tree to practice.
Yeah.
That, yeah, it gets a bit painful after a while.
You would think.
I think you wouldn't have knees left. But
Surprisingly, it doesn't deal any damage.
But it's really quite important to train in climbing in this game because you can't do it in the next one at all.
And
There's
you do need a
nowhere-
certain number of points in climbing.
Right, otherwise you have... This is also why it is a good skill to wish for if you can. In the game you get 2 wishes, basically, because the third one is predetermined. So,
You may even wish for climbing twice. Although
you can't build pickwalks in the next game either.
is
So.
also important.
but like communication, my god.
Can we just agree that the next game is really annoyingly hard to build stats in?
Yeah.
Yep.
The only...
And then they got back to nicer stuff in the 4th one.
Fourth game, I think, might be the easiest.
Yeah, except for some things
5th
like...
game.
luck.
5th game's the easiest.
Well, luck is never easy to build up. You have to get lucky to build it up, in fact.
Oh. Yeah. Mhm. I think the only games where
I don't actually understand what exactly luck accomplishes in this game. I just sort of assume that it has a function that is important.
I think anytime there's a chance of something, it'll be more or less based on that.
well, I think the second and 5th games are the only ones where I've consistently been able to get all my stats to the maximum for that game. Oh, hey, 8 points.
I am the champion!
Twice as much as you were last time.
Up and down, up and down, up and down. This is so exciting.
Oh, okay.
This will not... No, actually. What I think I should do is I should have a video that is nothing but me climbing up and down a tree. That's what I think.
Yeah, I'm sure that'll really,
Bring the viewers?
yes. We'll just get our channel flooded by anxious viewers.
This is so exciting! This is the best video ever!
Well, we could spice it up a bit.
What are you suggesting?
Putting in song and dance numbers?
Well,
It's a grand day for climbing.
the sun is bright above. The sand is aglow, and to add to the show, I think I am falling in love. You don't want to fall while climbing, though.
I was gonna go with something like, I think that I actually built a point there, but
That doesn't scan.
it doesn't scan, that's the problem. And can I complain about how the climbing animation, you don't actually touch the tree half the time?
You're using magnets.
It's special climbing. This is why you have to build it up after last game when you had it maxed, because there are new climbing techniques in this game
Yeah.
that involve less actual
Oh,
physical
do tell,
contact
why
with
do you have to build it up in the next?
Well, new climbing
Three
techniques, of course. See, in this one you're practicing the new climbing technique that involves little touching of the actual object you were climbing.
And in the 4th game,
You're practicing the crab climb, which is where you put your arms and legs really far apart.
Yeah. Of course.
did that in the 1st game.
Of course, it's better than,
So in
say...
the first game, you do it sort of more like a...
Okay, in the 5th?
I don't know, there's no climbing animation as far as I can remember in the fifth.
Well, there's sort of shimmying your way up ropes and stuff.
Yeah, but it doesn't actually show you climbing trees in that.
Yeah.
It doesn't in the fourth game either, mind you.
No, but it shows you, like, climbing over walls.
And in the third game, there's no climbing, really, so... Certainly no grinding.
Well, it's better than...
Gosh, at this rate, I will actually have a stat by the end of the game.
Yeah.
118 already.
Well,
Woohoo!
having to build up climbing again through every game is better than the way throwing works. Between